In Tana, you can view any node and its children with certain view types. So you can explore the output of your nodes in a variety of useful formats. You can make dates more valuable by having a calendar view. You can choose what information to display in a table. You can group information based on field options and even group that into card view, which is like a Kanban board. And if you group them there, you can drag things around and make changes in the fields just by dragging. You can filter any of these searches to make better use or a better sense of the information. And then you can also create dashboards of related searches. So I could have a search in one node and then a sibling node have another search and another search. And then at the header, I can view that in a tabs view or a side menu view and have a clickable dashboard to move through. So here's how that goes about. First of all, the children of any node can be viewed as a list, table, cards, tabs, side menu, I should have added that here, but side menu is just tabs, but on the side, or calendar. And these views allow you to see the information in different ways. You can access them from any node with Command K and choose Show View options, or by directly selecting a view from the command line. So, I can hit Command K here, and I can say View options. You'll notice View, Table, Tabs, Cards, all of those come automatically, but I can just choose Show View options, and it'll open that over here, give me the option to make these different views, and also opens up the opportunity to filter, group, sort, and display. Now those views are most useful in searches. That's the most common place you'll see them. And also those, you don't have to turn on view options in a search. They are on by default. And so you'll be able to see those options available in a search. In addition to the views themselves, you can adjust what you see using filter, group, sort, and display. Filter, and these are all sort of self-explanatory. Filter lets you use tags, fields or field values, even plain text to narrow down the searches, narrow down nodes. It's like having sort of a not a hard-coded search, but you can, within the search, kind of add layers to it, just like a filter in any other tool. Grouping lets you display nodes based on commonalities between them, and it's really useful in card view. And especially if you have like an option field type, you can kind of change what option a particular node has by just sliding its card from one view to another. Sort allows you to order nodes based on various fields or metadata involved with the node. And display lets you choose what fields you'll display in a given view, which is particularly valuable if you're having custom table views and you only want to see certain information in this particular view. And then two specific views are more navigation than they are the display of the information. Tabs and side view menu. So they allow you to or side menu view is what I meant to say. They allow you to create dashboards, combinations of searches, combinations of nodes in general, but it's particularly valuable for putting different searches together into a dashboard kind of view. Both of these change the children nodes into clickable, navigable tabs. So tabs view has tabs at the top, side menu has them at the bottom. So if I were to have, menu and then option, if I make this here a tabs view, then these options become clickable. And any children they may have, blah, 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 here, I'll bring it back to a standard list view, will just be regular children. So the tabs are the top level. They're underneath the first level, underneath the menu side there. And if I hit side menu, they just appear on the side. But the children will still appear inside there, which is pretty useful. It's pretty neat to be able to lay things out like that. And so, what I'm going to have you do in the exercises is first create a search for every task in your system that you view here just as a regular list, and you sort and practice what that is. And then we're going to create a second search, same query, same query within that search. But in this one, we're going to change it to a table, and we're going to experiment with display to choose, what fields we want to see in that table. And that, if you've already created a task super tag in the context of one of these earlier videos, that will be there and ready for you. You may have to add a couple fields otherwise. And the third one, we're going to create another search for that, but this one we're going to view those tasks in calendar view, see when they're scheduled for completion in a calendar view. And the fourth one is going to encourage you to take all three of those searches, set them up as siblings underneath a tasks dashboard node, so task dashboard, and then indented one level. It has 3 children, and there are those 3 searches we just created. And then move it to a tabs view, move it to a side members view, menu view, and experiment with having those searches together in a dashboard. And you'll see right away that things like being able to see a task calendar and also a task board where I can, maybe reassign tasks to other members of my team or things like that. It's so easy to create those because the queries inside the searches are exactly the same. You're just viewing it in a different format. And then when you can have tabs and side menu to be able to choose at one click to be between different, see the different queries, that makes it very, very powerful. So just experiment with these tools, get used to them. Those exercises will kind of take you through the basics. And then you'll have a better grasp of how these different views can come together and give you the power to create very specific groups of information in dashboards.